Have you ever picked up a product at a store and noticed the row of numbers hiding beneath the barcode? Most of us never give them a second thought. We assume they're just random digits that help the checkout scanner recognize what we're buying. But those numbers weren't placed there by accident, and they aren't as meaningless as they seem. In fact, every part of that sequence exists for a reason, and understanding it reveals a surprisingly organized system that quietly keeps global shopping running every day. So what do all those barcode numbers actually mean, and why were they designed that way? Let's take a closer look, right here, on History of Simple Things. Long before barcodes existed, every item in a store had to be identified manually. Cashiers either memorized prices or searched through printed catalogs, making checkout slow and prone to mistakes. As supermarkets grew larger after World War II and stocked thousands of different products, this approach became increasingly impractical. Retailers wanted a faster way to identify items, update inventory automatically, and reduce human error. During the late 1940s, inventors Norman Joseph Woodland and Bernard Silver began experimenting with machine-readable symbols inspired by Morse code. Their earliest ideas eventually evolved into the familiar black-and-white striped barcode. After years of improvements, the Universal Product Code, or UPC, officially debuted in 1974 when the first retail item, a pack of Wrigley's Juicy Fruit gum, was scanned at a supermarket in Ohio. Although people usually focus on the black bars, scanners are actually reading the pattern created by both the black bars and the white spaces between them. Each combination represents binary information that computers translate into numbers. The printed digits underneath are there mainly for humans, allowing cashiers to enter the code manually if the barcode is damaged or won't scan properly. Different industries also use different barcode formats. Grocery stores commonly rely on the 12-digit UPC in North America, while many countries use the 13-digit EAN, or European Article Number, which is compatible with international trade. Despite their visual differences, these systems all follow strict international standards, so users can identify products consistently no matter where they are sold. Now we can finally look at what those numbers actually represent. In a standard UPC barcode, the first group of digits identifies the company that licensed the barcode. Contrary to a popular myth, these numbers do not reveal where a product was manufactured. Many people believe the first few digits indicate the country of origin, but that's generally true only for EAN prefixes, and even then they identify the organization that issued the barcode, not necessarily where the item was made. In a UPC, the company prefix simply tells the system which business owns that particular range of product numbers. Larger manufacturers usually receive shorter company prefixes, giving them room to assign more unique product numbers, while smaller businesses receive longer prefixes because they need fewer product identifiers. Following the company prefix comes the product reference number. This section is assigned by the manufacturer itself and distinguishes one item from another within its catalog. Every variation typically receives its own unique number. A regular-sized cereal box and a family-sized version usually have different product numbers because they are treated as separate products. The same applies to different flavors, package quantities, or updated versions of an item. This allows retailers to manage inventory accurately, monitor sales, reorder stock automatically, and identify exactly which version of a product was purchased. Because the numbering system is standardized, a scanner instantly connects that product number to detailed information stored inside the retailer's own database. The very last number has one of the most important responsibilities. It is called the check digit, and its purpose is to verify that the barcode has been read correctly. Instead of identifying the product, this digit is calculated mathematically from all the preceding numbers using a standardized formula. When a scanner reads the barcode, it performs the same calculation in a fraction of a second. If the calculated result matches the printed check digit, the scan is considered valid. If it doesn't, the system knows something went wrong, perhaps because part of the barcode was damaged, smudged, or scanned incorrectly. This simple form of error detection dramatically reduces mistakes at checkout without requiring complicated technology, making barcode scanning both fast and remarkably reliable. Even in an era of QR codes, RFID tags, and smartphone apps, barcode numbers remain one of the foundations of global commerce. Billions of products move through factories, warehouses, shipping centers, and retail stores every year using standardized identification systems based on these numbers. They help businesses track inventory, automate supply chains, simplify product recalls, analyze sales trends, and ensure the correct products reach customers. Modern barcodes may look simple, but they connect to enormous databases that coordinate logistics across entire industries. As technology continues evolving, newer systems often work alongside traditional barcodes rather than replacing them completely. The next time you see a barcode, you'll probably notice that the numbers underneath are far more than random digits. They represent decades of engineering, international cooperation, and careful standardization that transformed the way goods move across the world. From identifying the company behind a product to distinguishing individual items and verifying every successful scan, each number serves a specific purpose within an invisible system that most people never think about. The barcode may be small enough to fit on almost any package, but the system behind those numbers has quietly become one of the most important technologies in modern commerce. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.